welcome back to my channel. So today we are sitting down and we are going over all of my past December purchases. You guys know the drill by now, hopefully. This is the 12th one of these types of videos I have made, and sadly it is the last one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bummed about this. I've been having a lot of fun going back over my past purchases all throughout the months, all throughout past years, and telling you guys about them, but we have came to the finale, the conclusion. We are on December. The year is over, you guys. It's December 31st and tomorrow marks 2022. So yeah, before we get started, don't forget I uploaded every single solitary day this month. I am going to be taking a little bit of a break in the first week of January. I'm not going to be uploading. You guys have gotten 32 videos in a row from me because I did 31 all throughout December, and then I had my past November purchases go up on the last day of November. That's just a lot of videos, you guys. You probably need a break from me. So I'm going to be taking the first week of January off, the first week of the year off, and just kind of relaxing and all of that. Don't you worry, I will be back. If you like this video while you're watching it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want to hear about all of my past December purchases, then let's go ahead and get started. If you're curious about this makeup look right here, I went ahead and put up a New Year's Eve glam get ready with me that went up yesterday. I will have that linked in the eye and down below for you in case you missed it. Also, I will have all my other videos linked down below, January, February, March, all the way up to November, because I did this every single solitary month this past year. Again, this is gonna be the last one of them, because if I keep this up next year, all of the items that I talked about from past months are not going to change. You know what I mean? So it just would be very redundant. I'm just going to maybe try to do updated videos telling what I bought and what I received that month. I don't really know how I'm gonna keep this up, keep telling you guys what I am purchasing and all of that, but sadly this will be the last one. Again, I will have all the other ones linked down below if you want to check them out. So let's go ahead and start off with Sephora. All the way back in 2017, I picked up an Urban Decay De-Slick. Are you surprised? Because I feel like this setting spray has been in every single one of these videos. It is one of my favorites to this day. I mean, I've been using this for what, 5-6 years at this point. I love it. This is obviously not the one I picked up in 2017, but this is such a good setting spray. I will always continue to repurchase this. Then I got a set of 4 lipsticks from Bite Beauty. They're just little mini lipsticks. Bite Beauty used to do these sets, I think, every single year. I remember I purchased them, I want to say 2 years in a row, maybe? I don't know. I never really reached for these lipsticks. I still have them. I probably shouldn't use them considering I got them in 2017 and they're 4 years old. And you probably shouldn't be using 4-year-old lipstick on your lips. So maybe it's definitely time to declutter those babies. The colors are really pretty. I just never reach for them for some reason. Then I picked up a Tarte Cosmetics Park Avenue Princess Bronzing Palette. I feel like this may have been a gift for someone. I can't fully remember because that was 4 years ago, but I could have sworn the one that I used to own I got from BoxyCharm. But anyways, do you guys remember when this palette was huge? Everyone wanted that palette. Everyone was using that palette. It was okay. I remember it was really, really pigmented and got a little patchy on me, but I mean, it was a cute little palette. Then I picked up a black beauty blender. I used to use solely beauty blenders, but that was kind of back in the day when there wasn't a ton of different types of sponges like there are now. Every single solitary brand pretty much offers a sponge, so you don't need a beauty blender. And that's probably the last time I purchased one. I mean, I haven't used a beauty blender in years. Then, you guys, I do not remember this product at all. I used the Ren Clarimat T-Zone Cleansing Gel. I don't remember using this at all. I remember when I was going back and looking at my old purchases, I saw that and I was like, I bought that and I used that? I had no idea my thoughts on it. I mean, I think I used the whole thing up, so I guess I liked it well enough to use it up. But I have no idea. That totally slipped my mind. And then the last thing I picked up in 2017 was the Sephora Collection Brush Shampoo. This is another one that I don't fully remember what happened to it. I remember using it and buying it, but I don't know if I just used it up or ended up getting rid of it because it was too old. But I remember I did like it. And then the only thing I picked up in 2018, which was kind of shocking, I only picked up one thing, but it was the Way and Summer Fridays set. I really liked this little set. I thought it was a really cute idea. I like the Way, I like Summer Fridays, and them combining was a fun idea. I ended up using both the Way and Summer Friday products, but then I still have the little headband that came with it. I use it when I do face masks, which is hardly ever. But when I do them, I put it on to get all these little stupid baby hairs out of the way. And it's a nice little, it was a cute little set. Then in 2019, the first thing I picked up was the Summer Fridays R&R mask. As you can tell, I didn't really use this very often. I don't know, I just didn't really care for it. It was a little bit beady when you put it on. There's like beads in it, and you're supposed to like put it on your face and then rub it in and exfoliate, and then I think like keep it on there. I don't know, it's supposed to be like for soft skin, smooth, you know, texture, all of that. But again, I'm not a mask girl, so I don't really do masks very often, as this can attest for me because it's barely used. Then I picked up the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer, but I picked up the mini one. I did not care for this at all. This eye primer made my eyeshadows crease really badly, and I typically don't deal with creasing too much. I'm not gonna lie, my eyeshadow's creasing pretty bad today. I don't love that, but I don't know what's going on. But typically I don't struggle with creasing with eyeshadows, and that one really did make my eyeshadows crease. I liked it because it was white, so it completely like blanked out everything on the lid. But again, creasy, so don't care for it. Then I picked up the Huda Beauty. This is the Overachiever Concealer in the shade Marshmallow. I like this concealer. I definitely liked it a lot more back in 2019 than I do now. I don't reach for it as much now. It's very thick and very full coverage, which I like full coverage, but I don't really like thick. It's a little cakey. I'm going to continue using it, you know, and loving on it and trying to use it up, although this is a lot of concealer. I have no idea if I will ever use it up, but it's okay. I like it, I don't love it. In 2019, I also picked up the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know, guys. I picked up the shade One Fair. I thought I was going to use this a lot more than I actually do. Honestly, I wish I could use it as a liquid highlight, but it's still a little bit deep on me, even though it is the One Fair shade. It's just, I don't know, just a little bit too deep on me for that reasoning. I don't know, it doesn't look like it would be, but like when I rub it in and put it on my face, it's just too deep. But how I like to use it is dotting it on my face and then dotting my foundation on and blending it in that way. It really does give a beautiful glow to the skin. However, nowadays I'm using my Huda Beauty Glow Wish Multi-Dew Skin Tint for that, or I'm mixing in my Purito Secret Clearing BB Cream. That gives a nice pretty glow to the skin, so I really don't reach for this very often anymore. Although maybe I should. I just rubbed it in and that really is a pretty glow. I definitely need to reach for that more often. And then the last thing in 2019 I picked up was the Natasha Denona Mini Glam Palette. This was before the Midi Glam, I don't want to get them confused, the Midi M-I-D-I palette release, so I picked up the Mini. If the Midi would have been released first, I would not have picked up this one. However, it is pretty. I thought about decluttering it recently, but I did end up using this for work a couple weeks ago, and I liked my look, so I did keep it. It's a nice neutral go-to palette, and the Natasha Denona's quality is almost always on par. Then in 2020, the first thing I picked up was the Glow Recipe Glowing Skin Trio. So this had their like blueberry cleanser in it, a mini size of it. I really like that cleanser a lot. I think it smells good. I think it cleans my skin without stripping it or drying it. And then it also came with a mini size of the banana like souffle moisturizer. I hated that moisturizer. I don't know what it is about that moisturizer. I did not enjoy it at all. It was too thick and oily and greasy for the daytime, but then not moisturizing enough at night, and also it just smelled funny. And then the last thing in there was their avocado retinol eye cream, I think. I love that. I used the whole thing up. I think it was a really great eye cream. I definitely can see myself picking it up again in the future, and it lasted a very long time. The only other thing I bought in 2020 was the Smashbox lipstick in the shade Audition. This was on sale like everywhere. On sale at Ulta, on sale at Sephora. I'm pretty sure on sale on the Smashbox website. And I panicked and bought 2 of them. So I have this one and then I have 2 more back there. So I am like set for Smashbox Audition. If you know me and you've been following me on Instagram for a while or anything like that, I love this lipstick. It is like one of my favorite lipsticks ever. I think it's such a beautiful rosy pinky tone. It goes with a ton of makeup looks. It's a really comfortable formula, and I just really, really love this lipstick. It's one of my favorites. I think this is my 3rd bullet of it. My 3rd bullet. I've finished up 2 of them. Okay, and then I bought 2 more because when I saw it on sale, I was like, oh my gosh, I think Smashbox is getting rid of it. So again, I panic bought 2 of them. I think they were just reformulating and repackaging their lipsticks, and you can still get Audition on their website, I believe, but you can't get it on Ulta or a Sephora, I don't think, which I just don't understand. But I'm set to go for life with Smashbox Audition lipsticks. And then in 2021, I did go ahead and do a haul video a few videos back at this point. I can have linked in the eye and down below for you. I talked about the things I picked up from Sephora recently, from Ulta recently, and then also a couple other purchases I picked up. So I'm not going to go over the products that I purchased in 2021 from Sephora and Ulta or other purchases because they're already ones I already talked about and it would be very redundant. So if you want to check out what I picked up, definitely check out that video. And I'll also link down below my haul try on video. So I like talk about what I got and then I did go ahead and try it on in a video for you guys. So definitely check out those videos in case you are curious about what I have picked up so far this year in December. So before I move on to Ulta, the other products that I picked up, so these are products that I either picked up from the brand's website, Target, Walmart, anything like that. I did go ahead and buy a full face of Catrice. I got like the whole shebang. That will be coming very, very soon. I'm going to test that out for you guys. And then I also picked up the Pat McGrath highlighter. I talked about it in those two videos. But the other thing I picked up that I haven't talked about yet was the Pat McGrath Bridgerton palette. I don't exactly know what it's called, but it's the Bridgerton palette. It's like a 6-pan palette. I got sucked into that launch. I think the palette looks absolutely stunning. I am so excited to try it out. It has not came to me yet in the mail, so when it does, I will do a video on it and test it out for you guys. But that was the only like other product I purchased. Now we're moving on to Ulta and then we are done. In 2018 from Ulta, the first thing I picked up was the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I picked this up because everyone seemed to love that foundation and it's super, super affordable. I did not like it on me at all. It went into every single pore on my face. It just went right in there, created craters on my face and looked awful. Sat on my skin, went to my pores. It just did not look good. I sadly returned that one to Ulta back then because it looked so bad. Then I picked up two of the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Liquid Lipsticks. I picked up the shade, this is Petal Potion, and then we have Candyman. So here we have Petal Potion, and here we have Candyman. Candyman is part of their Les Chocolates ones. So these are 3 years old. I didn't realize that when I saw them like sitting in my collection. I mean, I know I've had them for a while, but these videos really make me realize like how long I've owned things. Petal Potion is definitely not a shade that I think I would want to repurchase, but Candyman, ooh, I definitely think I want to pick this one up again. It looks like such a beautiful, like cool tone, mauvey, almost purpley sort of shade. I will say these aren't the most comfortable liquid lipsticks on the market on your lips. They do get a little bit thick and they do get a little bit drying and like crack off in the middle. So I don't know if I actually would repurchase Candyman, definitely not Petal Potion. But yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see in the future if like I can pick these up on sale or anything. But that shade, ooh, stunning. Then I picked up a MAC trio that was for sale. And in that trio, it had a MAC Fix Plus, like a mini of it, a mini of the Ruby Woo lipstick, and then also a mini mascara. The mascara was awful. I do not recommend that mascara. I think it was like their High Dimensions mascara. It did not do anything for my lashes. The Fix Plus, I actually still have. There's only like this much of it left. How I use it is to spray my brushes to wet shimmers when I'm putting on eyeshadow. And I don't think Fix Plus really goes bad, so I'm gonna keep using it up until it's all gone. And then the mini Ruby Woo, I actually do still have that lipstick floating around somewhere. But again, it's like 3 years old. Should I still be using it? Maybe not. I'm gonna have to smell Ruby Woo and see if it still smells good. But that is such a classic red shade. It is a beautiful shade. And then the last two items I picked up from Ulta in 2018 was the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation and also the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. I sadly ended up returning both of these to the store. The foundation was not the right shade. It was the lightest one that it comes in and it did not match me. It was still way too dark on me. And then the concealer is just not a good concealer. Like truly it's not. So when I do my full face of Catrice, I went ahead and picked up the True Skin foundation and concealer. So that has really high remarks and high raves from people. So I'm hoping I really like it. But those two, weren't it for me. Speaking of Catrice, in 2019, the first thing I picked up was this set right here from them. This was like their All Stars or Star of Show setting spray set. So it came with 3 of their Prime and Fine fixing sprays. The first one was the long lasting multi-talent fixing spray. I actually recently used this up. It was an okay setting spray. It was a little bit too dewy on me, but it was fine. It was just fine. And then also the matte finish anti-shine fixing spray. I definitely don't think that this is really a matte finish at all. Again, it's nice. I'll finish it up eventually, but I don't think it's matte. And then the last one was their Illuminating Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. This is dewy. If you need dew, if you want to shine, pick this up because holy moly, you will be shining to the gods. But it's really nice. You have to be careful to not over apply, but if you just put like a really nice light layer on, it will make you dewy and beautiful, and I do enjoy this one. Again, it's one that I will eventually finish up. And then the only other thing I picked up in 2019 was the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. I like these. I've been through probably 2 or 3 containers of them, and I actually have one now in my backup stash that I will eventually get to. I think they're nice. They're gentle on the skin. They exfoliate your skin. They're not like the end all be all. I don't see a ton of change in my skin when I use them, but I do enjoy them. Then last year in 2020, the first thing I picked up was the Morphe M526 brush. I remember I picked this up because it's a really tiny detail crease brush. I couldn't tell you if I've used this. I want to say yes, but it's in like that cup of brushes back there somewhere in there. So I didn't feel like digging it out, hence the picture. But yeah, I think it's a nice like little tiny crease brush, and I do think Morphe has pretty decent brush quality. Then I picked up the Persona Holy Grail liquid lipstick. This is like my favorite red liquid lipstick ever. I think it's such a beautiful shade and tone. It's like the most beautiful, perfect red lipstick. It's not too cool tone, it's not too bright, too berry, too orange. It's just a true red. It makes your teeth look white. It makes you look very pretty and poppy, and I really do love this color. Also, the formulation is really nice. It's thin but opaque, doesn't crack off your lips, isn't too drying. I love this. Next up, I bought the Star Wars Mandalorian The Child palette from ColourPop. This was one I remember I wanted it for a long time, and then I was like, Emily, don't buy it. You don't need it. Like, you have a ton of green shadows. It's not anything super unique. And then I remember it being on sale, I believe, from Ulta, and I picked it up, obviously. I really like this palette. I am really glad that I decided to buy it. I think the green tones are beautiful. You have these neutral tones. I think this is still available, I want to say. And if you like these types of tones, I don't think you'd be disappointed if you pick this up. Second to last thing I bought in 2020 was a Burt's Bees pomegranate chapstick. This is just one that I have as backup that I'm going to be using once someone's in the two in my purse. I've got two in there. I didn't realize are used up. I love this chapstick though. It's really nice and hydrating and moisturizing, and I will always repurchase it. And then the last thing I picked up in 2020 was a Kylie Cosmetics lipstick. This was right when everything was on sale. She was putting all of her items on sale to get rid of them to then relaunch. And I picked up the shade Creme Brulee. This is not the one I picked up. This was my original one, but I believe I want to say I bought this one in like 2017, maybe 2016. So I definitely need to probably get rid of this one. I just love it. I love the shade so much. It's a really beautiful, like, neutral light pink shade. It looks lighter pink on my lips whenever I use it, and anytime I need a pink nude, I reach for this one. I just think it's so stunning and beautiful. The formulation is nice. I don't think she's relaunched her lipsticks though, which is such a bummer because it really is beautiful shades and formulation. So maybe one day she will relaunch these. Hopefully they are just as good. And then this year in 2021, I did go ahead and pick up a couple things from Ulta, but I did again go ahead and talk about them in that haul video. So definitely check that out in case you are curious. And that was it, you guys. That was my past December purchases. Thank you so much for all of the love and support on this kind of series, if you will, that I did throughout the year. There were so many of you who would comment on the videos and say like, I love these videos. I love seeing what you purchased in the past, talking about them, giving reviews and your thoughts and opinions on them. I love being able to do that to help you guys out if you want to purchase any of these items as well. Don't forget, obviously it's the last day of the month. This is the last video I am putting up for Vlogmas. Again, thank you so much for all the love and support on all of the videos I put up this month. Hopefully you didn't get too sick of me. Like I said in the intro, I am going to be taking a little bit of a break off the first week or so of January, but I will be back with some brand new content for you guys. Thank you so much for the love and support. Happy New Year! I hope you guys have a great New Year. Hopefully 2022 is an amazing year for all of you guys. I love you guys so much. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome. I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.